Greetings, everyone. Ladies and gentlemen, viewers and subscribers of all ages, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I am BlueHedgehogMan17, saluting you all. Welcome to my first ever Q&A video. I have never done a video like this before. I've seen other people do Q&As on their channels, and I thought it was time I did one myself. And I'm actually very happy to do this. So yeah. Now, before we get started, as of the day I'm recording this video, I am relatively close to 2,000 subscribers. I would highly appreciate if you subscribe to me and hit the notification bell if you want to see more from my channel. It would be very nice if I made it to 2,000 by the end of this year of 2020. So yeah, let's go ahead and do that. Alright, let's not waste any time. Let's get on with this Q&A video. You guys all of you that sent me questions. The deadline was August 31st, and today as I'm recording this is September 12th. So I don't know when this video is going to go up yet, but when it does go up, you guys will see for yourselves. So anyway, let's not waste any more time. Alright, let's start off with the questions. And for the record, okay, just one more thing and then we'll start with the questions. I'm sorry. If you guys had sent me any questions that were inappropriate or that I found to be unnecessary, or some that I can't really answer, then those questions are out and I'm not going to use them. So just be warned on that. Also, a few of you guys have sent me similar questions, so I may already answer your question before I get to you specifically. So just be wary of that. So yeah, so that's basically it. Alright, now let's get started on the questions. Okay, the first question, the first person I should say who I'm going to get these questions from is none other than my good friend Craig S 1996 Entertainment. And by the way, I'm going in no particular order of all of you guys who sent me your questions. I'm just going to call you guys at random, so there you go. Now again, first off is Craig S 1996 Entertainment Network. Okay, and Craig's questions that he sent me 2 of them, and he sent them to me on Facebook Messenger. Craig's questions are as follows. Craig's first question is, what are your favorite amusement/theme parks? Well, Craig, to answer that question, my favorite theme park, I think it's a theme park, it should be a theme park, is Walt Disney World. Why Walt Disney World? Because I've been there 3 times. Twice to Magic Kingdom, and the 3rd time to what was previously known as Downtown Disney. My first trip to Magic Kingdom was with my dad and my stepmother. I was 9 years old at the time. And my second trip was part of a 9th grade trip, although during that time I was an 11th grader. So yeah, it was a freshman trip, but I was a junior during that time. I've been to the Thunder and Space Mountains, but I've never been to Splash Mountain. And I plan to go on Splash Mountain the next time I visit Magic Kingdom. The time I went to Downtown Disney was with my mom. We didn't do much there, but at least we got to look around. Unfortunately, I have not visited Animal Kingdom nor the Epcot Center. I have yet to visit those. And I also have yet to visit Hollywood Studios. I'm going to try to see if I can go to those in the near future. Alright. Craig's second question is, he only sent me 2, this is his last one. Okay. Not counting anime or game shows, which TV show did you absolutely love growing up? Now, before I answer that, I also want to say that some of the questions you guys have submitted to me, I actually rewrote them in my own words. I didn't write them exactly as you guys wrote them, so yeah. Alright, now, to answer Craig's second question, so again, not counting anime or game shows, which TV show that I absolutely loved growing up? Well, Craig, to answer that question, that's actually, that's a tough one, to be honest. But if I had to pick my favorite TV show, it would probably be either the Powerpuff Girls or Rugrats. The Powerpuff Girls, because my favorite sister of the 3 is Bubbles, but Rugrats, I enjoy Rugrats simply because I love Tommy Pickles. I know that both Bubbles and also Tommy's baby brother Dill were voiced by Tara Strong, who also voiced Kira in the Jak and Daxter series. Likewise, I know that Buttercup and, well, Dill, obviously, she voiced, they were voiced by E.G. Daly or Elizabeth Daly. So there you go. Now, one person who did not submit questions to me, but I am going to shout her out, is Pixela Games 2000. And the reason why I'm bringing her up is because, having mentioned the Jak and Daxter games, I know she's done those games on her channel, and at some point I would like to see her do a live stream of Jak X Combat Racing, because I love that game and I love the music from it so much. I would like to do Jak X Combat Racing myself on my own channel in the future. The game is for the PlayStation 2, but, well, all Jak and Daxter games are for PlayStation 2, but from my understanding, Pixela, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think you have it emulated on the PlayStation 4. I can't remember. Just let me know in the comments, okay, Pixela? Alright, thanks. Alright, so, anyway, alright, that's it for Craig's questions. Alright, the next person who I'm going to turn to for their questions is Scatling Sean, and he only had one question, so I might as well answer it as I can. Oh, and I forgot to mention, most of these questions were sent to me on Discord. Craig's questions, and I have someone else's questions, they were sent to me on Facebook Messenger, like I said. I had one person send me questions on Twitter, and I've had 2 people send me questions right here on YouTube. I had a third person send me questions on YouTube, but I rejected, I didn't count those questions because I don't know who that person is. So, just saying. Now, Scatling Sean's question, if I can find it. Okay, this is Scatling Sean's question. Scatling says, have you considered making any best moments montages ever since you have done them for Super Smash Bros. Previously? Well, Sean, I'm gonna say it like this. First of all, you also gave me a tough question, honestly, but yeah, I really don't know how to answer this, to be honest, but I'll say it like this. I will say that I've done an epic fails montage of a Mario Kart 64 live stream before, so I might consider doing a best moments montage if I so wish. I would have to look back at all of my previous Let's Plays, including our Ocarina of Time versus race you and I did, to see what could fit my best moments. Also, I could try an epic fail montage for my Let's Play of Super Mario 64 Last Impact and see what could fit. So that's how I would do it. So yeah, so if I were to look for a best moments montage, yeah, I generally speaking, I would have to look back at all of my previous Let's Plays that I've done, and basically some of the funny moments that I've had, and this and this and that. Hell, our Super Mario 64 online co-op, some of the moments we had from that, I could use those as an example of what I mean. So yeah, you get the idea. Alright, so that's basically it. So thank you very much, Craig and Scatlink, for your questions. Alright, next up on the list, again, I'm going in no particular order of you guys who submitted your questions. Alright, next I have questions from YouTube, and these questions are from Lennox Fenix, previously known as Len256i. His questions are as follows. First of all, he asks me, what was your first game? Well, Len, my first games would have to be a tie between Super Mario All-Stars, with Super Mario World included, and the first Sonic the Hedgehog, Sonic 1 for the Sega Genesis or Sega Mega Drive. Because I owned an SNES, a Super Nintendo Entertainment System, and a Sega Genesis or Mega Drive as a kid. I never had Super Mario World standalone. I never had a standalone copy of Super Mario World back then, and I never owned Sonic 2 nor Sonic 3 and Knuckles growing up. However, I did play Sonic the Hedgehog 2 and Sonic and Knuckles from my cousins who owned a Sega Genesis or Mega Drive back then. I plan to do more Mario and Sonic content in the future, so please stay tuned to my channel for more details on that. And it's a long one too. I've got a lot of content coming up for Mario and Sonic and so on and so forth. So yeah. Alright. Len's second question is, in terms of the next Sonic game, what do you want to see from it? Well, Len, to answer that question, I would like to see, I would like for Sega to bring back the Super Emeralds from Sonic 3 and Knuckles. Also, if they re-release the Genesis/Mega Drive games, or even Sonic CD, I would like for Shadow or maybe Silver to be fully playable in the games. Thirdly, maybe bring back either the Drop Dash from Sonic Mania, the Insta Shield, and or even the Super Peel Out. So that's basically it. Yeah, as a matter of fact, I think the Super Peel Out, because the Super Peel Out has not been in very many Sonic games. So if anything, I think the Super Peel Out should definitely make its return to the Sonic series. I don't know, maybe even include that in the Sonic the Hedgehog film that has already been announced for release. Yeah, the new Sonic movie. For those who have seen the Sonic movie, I watched it too. I watched it back in February when it released earlier this year. But there's already, the sequel to that movie has already been confirmed, and it's scheduled for release on April 8th, 2022. So for those who didn't know that, I'm telling you guys right now. How do I know this? Because I read it on Wikipedia, so there you go. Alright. Alright. Len's third, or not third, sorry. Okay. Len's next question, his next question. Who is your favorite video game character? Okay, Len. To answer that one, my favorite character of video games would probably have to be Mario, mainly because I am mostly a Nintendo person and I grew up playing a lot of his games. With Super Mario 3D All-Stars coming up, although it may have already been released before I uploaded this video, I would like to give Sunshine a try. I already recorded Super Mario 64 and Super Mario Galaxy on my channel, so it would be very nice to play Super Mario Sunshine. After all, I never owned Sunshine when I had the GameCube back then. Of course, instead of that collection, I could check online to see if an actual GameCube copy of Super Mario Sunshine is available. If it is, and I would get my hands on it, then maybe I probably won't need that 3D collection, you know? So yeah, just saying. Alright, so that's basically it from there. Alright, now, question number 4, again from Scottish Fenix, or Len Fenix. What is your favorite video game soundtrack? Well, Len, my favorite video game soundtrack would have to be from Sonic the Hedgehog 3 and Knuckles, because I like most of the zone's music from the games, especially both soundtracks from the entire Ice Cap zone. I think Act 1 of Sonic Advance 1's Ice Mountain zone is not far behind on this. To add to all this, I would like to listen to the Sega Saturn/PC soundtrack of Sonic 3D Blast or Sonic 3D Flicky's Island. I think that's a good original soundtrack to listen to as well. I also enjoyed the music from Sonic Heroes and even Shadow the Hedgehog, so yeah, so that's basically it. Okay, Len. Alright, Len, there's one more question that you sent me, and it's this. What was the best boss fight? Okay, to answer that question, Len, that's another tough one, honestly. If it was up to me, I would say that the best boss fight would be defeating Bowser in Super Mario World. This is because I like how Bowser throws the Mecha Koopas and Mario can use them against him. And I also like how Peach gives a mushroom to Mario in case he needs it. So that's basically it. I think that's the best boss fight I would have. Mario defeating Bowser in Super Mario World. After all, Super Mario World was the first game alongside the collection from Super Mario All-Stars that I played as a kid. Like I said, I never had Super Mario World standalone. I first had it with the All-Stars collection that was bundled with it, so there you go. Alright, but that's basically it. So, alright, thank you very much, Len, for your questions. Alright, and now I'm gonna make my next call. Again, I'm going in no particular order. Alright, my next question that I'm going to ask comes from my buddy Kapanda Man. Okay. Kapanda Man's question is, how long did it take to where you are now, and what are you planning to do in the future with YouTube and live streaming? Okay, to answer your question, Kapanda Man, I've created this YouTube channel since 2012. I was 21 during that time and turned 22 in July. So I've had it for 8.5 years now. As far as YouTube and streaming are concerned, I will not be streaming very often. However, I've got lots of Let's Plays, LPs to record, and you and I still have to do our Ocarina of Time co-op, which I was originally planning to do with Scoutling Sean. However, he thought instead of doing an Ocarina of Time randomizer with one of his local friends and server moderators, who also sent me a question, and I will be answering his question later on in this video. I also plan to do The Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening and Sonic Mania and many other games from there. So that's basically it. So thank you very much for your question, Kapanda Man. I know today was the first day that you and I actually did our first episode of our Let's Play, but that video is not gonna go up until before or after this video goes up. So just stay tuned for when that video goes up. And for everybody watching, please make sure to check out the co-op of Ocarina of Time that Kapanda Man and I are doing. And I'd highly advise you guys to subscribe to his channel because he really appreciates it. He doesn't have a lot of subscribers on his channel, so definitely check out Kapanda Man if I would highly appreciate you guys did. So, thank you. Alright, thank you again for your question, Kapanda Man. Alright, next up, my next question is from ShadowBones14. Okay, now before I get to ShadowBones14's question, I did mention the Mario Kart 64 montage earlier. That the montage I did was from him because I requested him to stream the game under the 150cc and mirror difficulties, and he managed to use all 8 characters on it. So there you go. Alright, now ShadowBones14's question is, what are your top 3 games you want to see in the future? Alright, to answer your question, ShadowBones, first, I'd like to see the sequel to The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, because we still know absolutely no new details about it. I'm sure many of us fans of The Legend of Zelda, Scoutlink Sean as well, we're all still waiting for the sequel of Breath of the Wild. At least a release date and some trailers for the game, basically. So, yeah. Alright, now, the second game I want to see is Metroid Prime 4. I want to see a release date for that game. We don't know any new details about this game either, but I'd like to find out more. Like if there's going to be new power-ups, or if power-ups from previous installments of the Metroid series return, etc., etc. And also if Samus will be able to play without her power suit. That's another thing. So, yeah, anything can happen. We just have to wait until the release dates for both the sequel to The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild and also Metroid Prime 4. So, yeah. Alright. And finally, the third and final game I would like to see, an all-new F-Zero game. Why? Because there has not been a new F-Zero game ever since GX for the GameCube, and also GP Legend and the Maximum Velocity games for the Game Boy Advance. Yeah, that's basically it. F-Zero needs to make a return, and Nintendo needs to actually do that. Nintendo needs to make a brand new F-Zero. They have not made an F-Zero for the Wii. They have not made one for the Wii U. They have not made one for the DS nor 3DS. And there currently isn't one for the Switch. So Nintendo definitely needs to bring F-Zero back. I'm serious about this. Okay. So that's basically it. Alright. So that's it for ShadowBones14's question. Alright. Next, I have 2 questions, and they were sent to me by SlayerRocker83. Okay. SlayerRocker83. Okay. Alright. SlayerRocker83. Okay, his first question is, what was or what were your favorite video games growing up? My favorite video game, Slayer, would have to be, again, Super Mario World. Because like I said earlier from Lennox's question, it's the first game I grew up with. Again, the game was bundled with Super Mario All-Stars when I had it. Also, I like the athletic theme music from the game, from Super Mario World. And I also like how in Super Mario Maker 2, Nintendo added drums for riding Yoshi in the Super Mario World themed castles. The levels are good, the levels of athletic are good, and I think even the Bowser fight is fantastic. So yeah, I really do enjoy Super Mario World. It was my first Mario game I played as a kid. I was never born in the 1980s, so really owned an NES back then, and that's why I don't have any NES content on my channel. So there you go. Alright. Slayer's second question. He only sent me 2. This is his last one. Alright. Slayer's second question is, what was the very first game you played as a kid? Okay, well, that question I already answered, Slayer, because I already answered it when I was answering one of Lennox's questions. So yeah, sorry, Slayer. So yeah, I already answered your question because that was from Lennox, Scottish Phoenix. Yeah. So okay, but thank you very much anyway for your first question at least. So. Alright, very good. Okay. Alright, next up on the list, this is the last series of questions from YouTube. Nick Larrick. Nick Larrick, okay. He sent me 3 questions, and Nick's first question is, this is very much the same as Slayer's question. What was your first game? What was your first game? Okay, again, Nick, I already answered that question, just like I said to Slayer. I answered that question when I was answering Lennox's question, so I don't really have to answer it again, but thank you anyway. Alright, your second question, however, Nick's second question, okay, what is your favorite game? Okay, well, this one I also already answered because that was Slayer's first question that he asked. So that question I already answered. Again, my favorite video game is Super Mario World. I don't really need to answer that again. So that question, yeah, I don't have to answer it because I already did. All right, but this question, this is your third and final question, Nick. That I will answer. Nick's third and final question is, how many consoles do you have? Well, as of right now, Nick, I currently have 4 questions, all of which are from Nintendo. I have a GameCube, a Wii, a Wii U, and a Nintendo Switch. I previously owned a Sega Genesis or Mega Drive, the PlayStation 1 and 2, a Game Boy Color, a Game Boy Advance, a Nintendo DS, a Nintendo 3DS, a Nintendo 64, and an SNES, a Super Nintendo Entertainment System. Out of all these consoles I've owned, my personal favorite happens to be the Nintendo 64. But the SNES comes a close second to that. And then the GameCube trails the SNES. So again, first Nintendo 64, second SNES, third GameCube. That's my favorite. So, yeah. Alright, so that's it. So, thank you very much, Nick, for your questions. Alright, next up on the list is Kieran RGB. By the way, I have no more YouTube questions. All my YouTube questions are gone now. Alright, next is Kieran RGB. He was previously known as Pizza Pie TV. Kieran's question is, what is your favorite Mario Kart game and why? Well, to answer that question, Kieran, my favorite Mario Kart game happens to be Mario Kart 64. I grew up with the Nintendo 64 as a kid, and I liked the designs, the maps, and even the battle mode. In fact, one of my videos was featured in 2 Watch Mojo videos, so that's really something. Now, my favorite level has to be either Mario Raceway or Bowser's Castle or Royal Raceway in terms of some of those. Now, one of the downsides of Mario Kart 64 is that playing with an actual N64 controller, the controls themselves are not very good, but I've actually gotten used to it since that is my favorite game. And in saying this, when ShadowBones 14 streamed the game live after I requested him to do it, he didn't even use an actual Nintendo 64 controller. Instead, he used the Brawler 64 controller. So there you go. But yeah, so that's basically it. And another thing is that Mario Kart 64 is currently my most viewed video game on my channel. It's not my most viewed video, but it's my most viewed video game, as the video itself has out of all the uploads I've had of Mario Kart 64, the video, my full playlist has, I want to say, about 500,000 views now. So yeah, that's really something. 500,000 combined video views, that is. But yeah, so yeah, so there you basically go. Yeah, I like the music, the level design, the maps, everything, and I've gotten used to the controls. So Mario Kart 64 is my favorite out of all the Mario Kart games. So that's it. Alright, so Kieran, thank you very much for your question. Oh, and by the way, Scaling Sean, not to call you out or anything, but Kieran RGB, this is my friend Kieran, not your friend Kieran, just to avoid confusion and everything. Okay, I know I shouldn't have said that, but too late. I can't take it back now. Alright, next question comes from... Next questions come from Outlaw Client. This is the guy who submitted his questions to me on Twitter. He's the only person who sent me his questions on Twitter. Alright. Outlaw Client's questions are... Okay, well, it's a two-part question, basically. Alright, but this is what he asked. If Sonic Team gave you a choice of any existing Sonic game, which one would you choose to get a sequel and why? If you have time during the video, what new features would you add to said sequel? Okay, well, Client, I would prefer that Sega and Sonic Team would come up with Sonic Mania 2, like a sequel to Sonic Mania. I would like to see more playable characters if possible, and maybe they could add all 3 members of Team Chaotix with their sprites from Knuckles Chaotix for the Sega 32X. And maybe even take Cream's Sonic Advance 2 sprite and add it to the game as well. Now, as far as your second part of the question about new features, I don't have to answer that one because I already did. Because I had answered that one I had answered that question already when I was trying to answer Lennox's second question. So, Client, I don't really need to answer that part of the question, but thank you very much for submitting your questions anyway. I highly appreciate that, Client. So yeah, alright, so that's it for Outlaw Client and the questions that I got on Twitter. The next person is going to be Nintendoman64, now known as the N-Man64. He's the last person to send me questions on Facebook Messenger. It was only him and Craig. Alright. Nintendoman64, his question is, if there was any character in all video games that you could add to Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, which would you pick and why? Well, N-Man, to answer your question, I was actually hoping for Knuckles the Echidna to join Sonic as a playable character. However, instead he joined Shadow the Hedgehog as an assist trophy. On the contrary, because Knuckles joined Shadow, I'd like to possibly see Miles Tails Prower join Sonic. Also, if you're curious, one character I would not like to see, and I've said this multiple times, is Sora from Kingdom Hearts. Why? Because although the franchise is from Square Enix, the games have Disney characters and music. There is no way that Sora would join Smash Brothers. If I get proven wrong, God forbid that I don't, I'm going to get really mad. I'm sorry, but I am. I was already proven wrong for Banjo and Kazooie because they are a 4th duo when I thought 3 duos were enough. The 3 duos being the Ice Climbers, the Duck Hunt duo, and even Rosalina with her companion Luna. I'm sorry, I got proven wrong, but this time I'm not gonna get proven wrong again. And I already know. So yeah. But anyway, that's gonna be it. So I'm sorry if that was mean, but that's just my opinion. I'm sorry about you guys who disagree with me. Now, moving on. So that's it for the N-Man64. I have no more questions from Facebook Messenger. No more people from Facebook Messenger. No more submissions. I'm done with Facebook Messenger and I'm done with Twitter and YouTube as far as questions submitted. The remaining questions from here on out are on Discord. Alright. The next person to submit questions that I'm going to call is Ryan the GT Falcon or GT Rico. If you guys remember, he was my guest on one of the final episodes of my Let's Play of The Legend of Zelda: A Link to the Past. Okay. Ryan's first question, he sent me two. Okay. Ryan's first question is, what is the first game you ever played on any system? Okay. Well, Ryan, I already answered that question. That was Lennox's first question that I answered. The first game I played again was Super Mario World for the Super Nintendo Entertainment System. You weren't born when the SNES was around during that time, but that was my first console I grew up. I grew up with the SNES and also the Sega Genesis or Sega Mega Drive. So there you go. Alright, now, GT Falco's second question. Have you played Rock Band before? Well, actually, Ryan, yes I have. One of my cousins, who I mentioned earlier, used to own or currently owns the Xbox version of the game. I think he used to own it, I'm not sure. But yeah, he used to own the Xbox version. I don't know if I want to play those games again, or even play Guitar Hero. But if you're looking for Rock Band or Guitar Hero content, you should check out my friend Equals Peach. If you subscribe to him, I'm sure he would appreciate that, and you can take a look at and listen to all of his Guitar Hero and Rock Band content that he does on his channel. So Equals Peach, shout outs to you. And Ryan, again, I would highly appreciate you subscribe to Equals Peach. Just look for his channel in the search bar and he should show up. So there you go. Alright, so that's it. So Ryan, thank you very much for your questions. Alright, next question comes from Scoutling Sean's friend, in real life friend and server moderator, Discord server moderator, Connor Misa. I mentioned earlier that I had one of his questions coming up in the video, so here we go. Connor's question is, he asks me, what are your thoughts on Balan Wonderland, an upcoming game involving the original Sonic the Hedgehog creators? Unfortunately, Connor, I have no thoughts for that game, because I wouldn't play a video game that doesn't really interest me. So sadly, I cannot answer this question for you, I'm afraid. I saw the trailer, but I was actually not very satisfied. So I'm very sorry, Connor. I cannot answer your question, but thank you for trying. Thank you for at least trying. Alright. My next question comes from the Lost Subrosin, and he asks, the Lost Subrosin asks, how did you come up with your username and what got you into YouTube? Okay, to answer your question, Subrosin, I've played video games my whole entire life, and I've seen very popular YouTube channels that do gaming content such as Kobe or Kapanda Man 456, Masayanella, Nintendo Capri Sun, and even Chugga Conroy, among others. I mentioned earlier from Kapanda Man's question that I've had that I've had this YouTube channel since 2012 for almost 8 years. Or sorry, for over 8 years, I should say. And I've had a great experience since then. I'm hoping, like I said earlier, I'm hoping to reach 2,000 subscribers by the end of 2020. I came up with my username because I am a Sonic fan, hence BlueHedgehog. I am, in fact, a man after all. You can hear my voice is male. I'm a male. And I thought of a random number to add to my username, and the number 17 came into mind. I wasn't 17, however, when I created my channel. I was 22. Now, as I'm recording this, I'm currently 30, so that's basically it. So yeah. Alright, so Subrosin, thank you very much for your question. Alright, next in line we have Dude of Rock 18, whose real name is Mike. Mike asks, who and what inspired you to make a YouTube channel? Okay, well, Mike, Dude of Rock 18, I actually already answered that question. I already answered that question from the Lost Subrosin. So, in terms of that, again, my inspiration was video games and gaming content, and also the YouTube channels that I mentioned. So yeah, so Dude of Rock 18, yeah, I already answered your question because I answered it from the Lost Subrosin. So, but thank you very much anyway. Okay, next question comes from Gold League Gamer 1, and he asks, Gold League Gamer 1's question is, if you could travel to any foreign country in the world, where would you go? Well, to answer your question, Gold, I would possibly go to the United Kingdom, where Scatling Sean is. And the reason I say the UK is because the English spoken over there I find to be the real English. And other countries I like to visit are Japan, because that's the country where Nintendo originated from. And I would also like to visit France, Italy, Australia, Russia, and even China, among other countries. Generally speaking, I would like to be a world traveler someday. It would be very nice to fly to nearly every continent in the world except Antarctica, because I don't want to live a lifetime in cold weather compared to New York, Ohio, or even Maine. So there you go. Yeah, because it's very, very cold in Antarctica, and I wouldn't want to actually go flying to such a continent like that. I mean, I don't think you can fly to that continent anyway, so yeah. Alright, but that's basically it. Next up on my list is Yoki Jake. Alright, Yoki has sent me 2 questions. Okay, here are Yoki's 2 questions. First, Yoki's first question is, would you rather want Super Mario Odyssey 2 or a brand new 3D Super Mario title? Well, to answer that question, Yoki, I would like a sequel to Super Mario Odyssey, or Super Mario Odyssey 2, basically, because I would like to see the real Luigi playable. He's only part of that hide-and-seek balloon minigame in Odyssey, so I think it should only be fair that Luigi becomes playable. Also, maybe add split-screen multiplayer to the sequel as well, so that Mario can collect certain power moves and Luigi can collect others. Not to leave out the fact that both Mario Brothers must complete certain exclusive individual missions for themselves to collect those particular power moves. So that's basically it. But yeah, that's a very nice question, Yoki. I greatly appreciate you sending me that. Alright, now, Yoki's second question. This is his final one. He only sent me 2. What type of Sonic the Hedgehog game do you want next? Okay, well, Yoki, I actually already answered that one. I answered that from Outlaw Client's question. Because you're asking me about a new type of game, maybe with some of the features that I mentioned, like the Super Peel Out needs to come back, or Drop Dash should return, or Sonic's Insta Shield, etc., etc. So yeah, I don't need to answer that question because I already did. So there you go. Okay. Alright. Next up, I have a question sent to me from Xavier the Husky. And Xavier, I'm sorry I haven't been playing Smash with you lately. I just need to find the time to do that with you again. I don't know when that's gonna happen though, but anyway, this is your question, Xavier, and I highly thank you for sending it to me. Alright. Xavier's question is, what are your top 5 video games you love the most in the year 2020, in the year 2020? Okay. Well, Xavier, I don't know if you meant top 5 games that came out this year of 2020, or if you meant top 5 games in general throughout this year. But I'm gonna answer your question like this. My top 5 games, I'm answering your question now, Xavier. My top 5 games that I've enjoyed through 2020 were Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, Sonic Mania, Pokemon Sword and Shield. I currently own Shield, I don't have Sword, and Streets of Rage 4. Super Smash Bros. Ultimate because I will continue to enjoy these franchises, and I've got many more montages to work on, and I want to start doing World of Light in Smash Ultimate as well. Mario Kart because until that new installment was announced, I've played Mario Kart Live Tour, or whatever that was called. I've played every Mario Kart game in existence in this series. The reason for Sonic Mania is because I like the game and the multiplayer modes, and some of the zones and music return to the game as well, and that's really a good thing. Okay, my reason for enjoying Pokemon Shield is because I have not played a core series Pokemon game for quite a while. Not since I briefly owned Pokemon Black, which was Generation 5, Unova, but I never played Generation 6 nor 7, which are Kalos and Alola, respectively. The reason I haven't played through the Kalos nor Alola regions was due to the lack of a 3DS. I had a 2DS, but sadly I broke it. So that's basically it. So yeah, that's unfortunate that I broke my 2DS. I would like to claim a 3DS again, so maybe I could start playing Pokemon Ultra Sun and Pokemon Sun and Moon, or Pokemon X and Y. But we'll see. So yeah. Alright. Next is Mick Plays. Mick Plays has sent me, if I can scroll here. Mick Plays has sent me 2 questions. Okay. Alright. Mick Plays, okay, your questions are: what is your favorite sport? Well, to answer your question, Mick Plays, Ethan, I generally don't like sports, actually. I was told that wrestling is a sport, but I don't really consider it. Eslo21, correct me if I'm wrong on that, but I really don't consider it. Okay. Alright, so yeah, I don't really consider wrestling a sport. Anyway, what else? Okay, my favorite sport as a kid used to be soccer. We call it soccer, but outside, we in America, here in the United States and Canada, we call it soccer, but it's actually football. It's actually football. It's called football outside of America. The only other type of football, what we actually call football, or American football, our type of football, we call it's actually gridiron football. So yeah, that's a clear difference between the two. But now, the only sports I like to do are swimming and basketball. I really like to go swimming a lot. because I really like to get wet in beaches and pools and this and this and that, and it's fun to do that. Just gotta remember to wear sunscreen whenever it's hot, because if you don't wear sunscreen, you're gonna get burned. So just be careful. And basketball, because basketball is one sport I'm okay at, and I know how to shoot hoops and this and this and that. So yeah, I never really played much of the other sports, but I played tennis once, and I played volleyball a few times, including once at my high school, and I played another time as part of a party that I was invited to. So that's basically it. Oh, and for the record, volleyball was actually my gym class, or my PE class, in my high school. So there you go. Alright, now Mick's second question. Ethan, Mick plays your second question. What is your favorite Mario RPG game? If you don't have one, what is your favorite Mario game in general? Okay, to answer that I'm gonna answer that question like this, Ethan. Okay, now, first of all, on the second part of your question, I already answered my favorite Mario game. Again, that's Super Mario World. But out of the Mario and Luigi games and Super Mario RPG Legend of the Seven Stars, my favorite would have to be Dream Team, or Dream Team Brothers if you're watching from the UK and Europe, because I like the soundtracks from the game, and among them I like Try Again, which is the normal battle theme, Never Let Up, which is the boss battle theme, and Size Up Your Enemy, which is the giant Dreamy Luigi battle. I have never played Partners in Time nor Bowser's Inside Story, yet I don't understand why Nintendo skipped the second game, Partners in Time, and they did a remake of the third game, Bowser's Inside Story. I played the original Superstar Saga for the Game Boy Advance, but I never played the 3DS remake, subtitled, and Bowser's Minions. So yeah, that's it. And I don't know if Bowser's Inside Story is worth it, but I'll see what I can do. And I don't know if I should try Paper Mario Sticker Star. I mean, I never really played Paper Mario, so yeah. Okay. Alright. That was Mick Plays' questions. I have no more questions from him. Alright. Next person who I'm going to call with their questions. I kind of spoiled his name already earlier about wrestling. But this question comes from Eslo21. This is his only question that he sent. Alright. Eslo's question is, would you want to turn your YouTube channel into a full-time business? Okay, well, to answer that question, Eslo, your question was a bit tough to answer. Honestly, I would probably say yes, because all I do is post YouTube content for you guys, and I don't have a real job at the moment. If I make money out of YouTube, I could probably use it to buy more games and more equipment for my channel. Like, for instance, if I wanted to buy a gaming PC and use it for live streaming and recording at 60 FPS or 60 frames per second, or if I wanted to buy a new capture card and restrict my Elgato that I currently have to my GameCube and Wii, and use my new one that I'd purchased for my Wii U and my Nintendo Switch. On the other hand, if I were to get a real job, I would apply for either a fast food restaurant such as McDonald's or Burger King, or at a local supermarket with either bagging or the cash register, or leveling groceries and moving them forward on each of the shelves. Needless to say, Gold League Gamer 1 works at a supermarket in New York, so there you go. I believe he works as a bagger. I don't remember that. If Gold, if you can tell me in the comments your job, I'd appreciate it. You don't have to, but I'd appreciate it if you did. So yeah, okay. Alright. I only have two people left. I have two people left whose questions have been submitted to me. Next up in line is Bulk. The Bulk Animations, or the Bulk 17, or Anduan on Discord. Okay. Bulk has sent me 4 questions, and the first one is, what are your top 5 best Nintendo GameCube games? Okay. To answer that question, Bulk, my top 5 GameCube games are Mario Kart Double Dash, Super Smash Bros. Melee, Pokemon Colosseum, Mario Party 5, and Shadow the Hedgehog. The reason for Mario Kart Double Dash is because I love that game. I like some of the levels and music, and the game itself marks the debut of Shine Thief, Bob-omb Blast, both of those on the battle mode, and characters Toadette, the Baby Mario Brothers, Baby Mario, Baby Luigi, Diddy Kong, Waluigi, the Koopas, and even Bowser Jr. in the Mario Kart franchise. I know that the Baby Mario Brothers made their debut in Super Mario World 2 Yoshi's Island, but Double Dash makes their debut in the Mario Kart series. In the Mario Kart series, so there you go. Alright. Super Smash Bros. Melee is one of my favorites because I still find it to be a great game, and I have played every Super Smash Bros. Game in the series. Since Melee, most players, myself included, have been fond of the GameCube controller. My remaining person with questions, he would agree with me on this, and most of you watching right now, you guys would all agree with me too. The GameCube controller I find to be the best controller to be playable in Super Smash Bros. So there you go. Alright. My reason for liking Mario Party 5 is because it was the only GameCube game out of 4 through 7 that I owned. I like the music, I like the Kart Party and the Super Duel mode. Those are exclusives to Mario Party, and those are some pretty good modes. Okay. My reason for liking Pokemon Colosseum is because the game has great music and it marks the debut of Shadow Pokemon. Both Pokemon Colosseum and its sequel, XD Gale of Darkness, have the player steal, or snag, Pokemon from other trainers. In the core series Pokemon games, you cannot steal Pokemon from opposing trainers, so that's basically it. And from my understanding, Shadow Pokemon also appear in Pokemon Go now too, so Scoutling Sean, you're gonna have to provide more details to me about Shadow Pokemon in Go, because I don't know how if I was to catch a Shadow Pokemon, I don't know how I would be able to purify it. So yeah, you're gonna have to provide more details to me on that. Just let me know on Discord about the Shadow Pokemon, Sean, okay? Alright, thanks. Okay. Alright. And Shadow the Hedgehog, finally. The reason for my liking of Shadow the Hedgehog is because I owned the GameCube back in 2005. It was the first Sonic game I owned. I owned Shadow the Hedgehog before owning Sonic Heroes and also Sonic Mega Collection. The game stars as the Black Hedgehog of the same name, and you must help his companion complete missions. I also enjoy the music from the game, and I actually own the original soundtrack of Shadow the Hedgehog right now, even as we speak. So there you go. I might actually do a top 5 or top 10 soundtracks of Shadow the Hedgehog, or maybe Sonic Heroes, but I don't know yet. But we'll see, Alright. That was a pretty long question from Bulk. Alright. Okay. Bulk's second question. What is your all-time favorite video of your channel? Okay, to answer that question, Bulk, my all-time favorite video would have to be my Mario Kart 64 playthrough of the Special Cup with Luigi under the 150cc difficulty. This particular video is the one I mentioned earlier that WatchMojo featured twice. It was featured in the top 10 video game shortcuts, and it was also number 1 on the top 10 Mario Kart shortcuts. I commend WatchMojo for doing this. On the other hand, my most viewed video on my channel, and the only one to have 6 figures, is the full soundtrack of the SNES full soundtrack of Killer Instinct. Although Mario Kart, yeah. So and I did mention earlier that I did mention earlier to Kieran RGB that Mario Kart 64 is my most viewed game on my channel, so that's it. Alright, folks, third question. What do you think of Luigi's Mansion? Sadly I cannot answer that because I actually have no thoughts on Luigi's Mansion, to be honest. I haven't really played the GameCube original nor its 3DS port or remake, and I haven't played the second 3DS game, Dark Moon. So yeah, and because I haven't played the first two, I therefore see no reason to get the third game for the Nintendo Switch. So I'm very, very sorry about that, Bulk. I really am. Alright, now your fourth question, Bulk, is that you sent me. This is your last one. He sent me 4 questions, and this is the last one. Here it is. If you had to choose the best moments from YouTube, Discord, gaming and commentary experience, what would they be and why? Okay. To answer that question, Bulk, one of the best moments I had was when I played with Scoutlink Sean, Louis Loquendo, my friend Tim Deuces, Scoutling's friend Connor Misa, and even ShadowBones 14. In that particular lobby, we did a tag team match. It was me and ShadowBones 14 versus Scoutlink Sean and Connor Misa. In that match, I was Captain Falcon and ShadowBones 14 was Donkey Kong. We competed against Scoutlink Sean. He was playing as my main character, Sonic, and Connor Misa was the Mii Brawler. Basically what happened was that ShadowBones 14 did an unexpected spike. I myself was shocked about that. He did an unexpected spike on Sean. Sean got mad and salty that he was not going to play Sonic again. And Sean had the nerve to say that he got dunked by the dong, and ShadowBones. We all started laughing, and ShadowBones 14 thought it was funny. Oh my god. I could probably, if you guys want to see what I'm talking about, I could probably link you guys that stream that ShadowBones 14 did, and it would be very nice for some of you guys to see it. So I'll bet you ShadowBones 14 right now is laughing when I mention that match. You're probably gonna say, ShadowBones, that the video never gets, the moment or even the match never gets sold. I don't know. Yeah, okay. Alright, but that's it. Okay, so that's basically it. Yeah, so those are Bulk's 4 questions, alright? I've got 5 more questions to go, and they've all been sent to me by this one YouTube channel. YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, everything. Okay, alright. This last and final person who sent me questions is one of the best Smash players I've ever played for a long time, and that's Modern Bulbs. Alright. Modern Bulbs has sent me 5 questions. These are the last 5 questions of the video. And the first one is, If you had to fight an exact clone of yourself who shared the same memories, thought process, and physical attributes, which one of you would remain victorious in hand-to-hand combat, and what will be your strategy to win? That's a tough one, Modern. I would say that my clone would beat me, actually. His strategy would be that he would learn karate growing up, and he'd be so powerful that if someone called him gay or homosexual, he would knock them dead and maybe attack a certain area that I'm not going to mention. So, in all honesty, yeah, I think my clone would be better off fighting me instead of me fighting him. So, yeah. I'm sorry about that, Modern, but I hope you understand. Okay. Alright. Modern's next question is, how confident do you feel that you can comfortably indulge into the topic of theoretical physics? I'm gonna have to be honest with you, Modern. I'm very, very sorry about this, but I don't really know what you mean by that, so unfortunately I cannot answer that question. I'm very, very sorry. You might have to tell me about that question in private, and I could probably answer you then. Because I really don't know. So Modern, I am sorry. Yeah, so maybe in private you could be more specific on that question, and I'll answer you then. I am sorry about that. Okay, all right. Let's move on to your third question. If someone paid you to stream Adventure on the Atari 2600, would you do it? And if that's a yes, would you complete the game 100% or just stop after one stream? Okay, to answer that question, Modern, if I were to claim an Atari 600 first, then maybe that could be a yes. But I would not do a full 100% completion of that game because I don't really know much about it. So that's to put it plain and short, basically. But yeah, that unfortunately answers your question, your third question from there. So I am sorry about that. Okay, all right. 2 questions left on the video, and that's gonna be it. All right. Question number 4 from Modern Bulbs. Have you heard about the new competitive netplay build for Super Smash Bros. Melee called Slippy? Also, would you ever consider using Slippy for your videos? Sadly, Modern, I have not heard about Slippy, and I don't know what that is. If you can tell me more details about it, and I passed on the message to Slayer Rocker 83, maybe then we could consider it. If we do, maybe we could also try it for Brawl and even the N64 original. Just make sure to give us both the details in private on Discord for that as well. So yeah, so for your second and fourth questions, give me more details on Discord. I think it's better I answer them that way. So I am sorry about that. Alright, and last but not least, this is Modern's 5th and final question, and this is the final question of the video. What are your thoughts on the Pokemon Dracovish? Okay. I will admit, Modern, that Dracovish is a pretty good fossilized Pokemon. I can't really say it's the best of all fossilized Pokemon of the Galarian region, the Galar region, but the Pokemon itself does have some pretty good attacks. You even demonstrated Vicious Rend. Yeah, you very much demonstrated Vicious Rend when we battled that time. I don't know when that video or that video of our battles is gonna go up. I don't know if it's gonna go up before or after this, but I will say we had a good time on those battles, so there's that. But yeah, you actually, needless to say, and this is kind of a spoiler, Modern actually defeated me. He creamed me with his Dracovish when we battled. And yeah, that's basically it. If I was to... I do have all 4 fossilized Pokemon, but if I were to train a Dracovish and level it up, maybe I could consider replacing one of my Pokemon teams for that one and maybe use it in battle with Fishious Ren. So yeah, that's possible. That's possible, I think. So yeah, I think that's basically it. Okay. Alright, now, before I sign out, I just want to say a few more things. I just want to cover a few updates for my channel, because I haven't really done an update video as of late, because I have been posting a lot of content on my channel a bit more recently, so there's that. Okay, now, first of all, I recently got a new device, a new hotspot device, and with that hotspot device, I'm going to try to use it to play Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, among other games, online with you guys again. And I also plan to use that device for live streaming if possible. I kind of want to get back to doing live streams on my YouTube channel and maybe even Twitch as well. So that's another thing, or that's the first thing of my updates. Secondly, I said this earlier in the video, I'm gonna say it again. I do plan to get the Super Mario 3D All-Stars collection, but that's if and only if I get it for Super Mario Sunshine. Like I said, I've done Super Mario 64 and Galaxy already. So again, if I get that collection, it's only going to be for Sunshine. So there you go. Now, we don't know yet when new Pokemon Snap will be released, but I'm hoping to possibly get that game as well. Basically, the Nintendo Switch sequel to the Nintendo 64 original title. I would like to get new Pokemon Snap as well. I think that's going to be a really good game. And yeah. And if the time comes, I would like to also get a new pair of Joy-Cons, because my current Joy-Con's left analog stick is not working, and I'm not able to do the drifting or anything like that. So, and the reason I say that is because one of my birthday presents I got was Super Mario Party, and I need a pair of Joy-Cons to play some of the mini games that are meant for team battles. So that's basically it. And not to leave out the fact that one of my cousins anxiously wanted me to get Super Mario Party, and my younger brother, he also wants to play some of those mini games along with me. So I think if I can get a new Joy-Con to replace my current left one, I think that's going to actually be a bit helpful. So yeah, that's another thing I want to do. Another thing is that I want to actually get, I already own the Super Smash Bros. Ultimate version, but I would like to get the Splatoon 2 version or the Xenoblade Chronicles 2 version of the Nintendo Switch Pro controller. Well, no, more so the Splatoon 2 version, to be fair. But yeah, I would like to get another Switch Pro controller, so that way I don't have to get just one. And yeah, and oh yeah, I also mentioned earlier that in this video, I also mentioned that I kind of want to get my hands on another capture card. I want to try to get I want to possibly try to get the Avermedia Live Gamer Portable, and maybe try to use it. Try to use that one and restrict it for. Or no, sorry. Try to get that one and restrict my Elgato. I should say my Elgato Game Capture HD, the defunct one, to my GameCube and my Wii, and use my Avermedia one for my Wii U and my Switch. I did say this earlier in the video. as well. And yeah, that's basically it from there. And the last thing I'm gonna say is that I need to try to get my hands on the Pokeball Plus, because Scoutling Sean told me that I need the Pokeball Plus so that I can use it to catch a Mew somehow and add that Mew to my Pokedex for Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu. So that's another thing. So yeah, that's basically it. Okay, now as far as what's to come on the channel, I'm gonna be doing. I've got a lot of content to do for it. I've got more Super Smash Bros. Ultimate videos to do, and I did mention earlier I want to do the World of Light. I plan to do more Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. As of the day that I'm recording this, I just finished a Super Mario World co-op Let's Play with ShadowBones 14, and tomorrow I'm gonna I did that 2 nights ago on the 11th, and I'm gonna do it again tomorrow with no, sorry, not the 11th, the 10th I meant. But yeah. I'm gonna do a co-op of the game as well with Scoutling Sean, and I think by the time I think this video is gonna go up after I did this collaboration in particular, but also coming up I'm gonna be doing a versus race of Super Mario Bros. 2 as part of the All-Stars collection with Kever Montoya. I feel a bit disappointed that Kever did not send me any questions, but oh well, maybe next time. Oh yeah, and Luis Loquendo, he didn't send me any questions either. But yeah, maybe next time they probably will. So yeah, so I'm gonna be doing that collaboration of Super Mario Bros. 2, and I'm also hoping to do a separate collaboration of Sonic the Hedgehog 3 and Knuckles. Previously I did a versus race with Eslo 21, but I'm gonna be doing another versus race, this time with Wesley Dunnigan, aka Genesis Wesley X. So I'm gonna be doing a race of Sonic 3 and Knuckles with him. Also, I'm gonna be doing, I did mention this earlier, I'm gonna be doing a co-op. I just started this co-op earlier today, before doing this video. Co-op of Ocarina of Time with my buddy Kapanda Man. I did answer his question earlier, and I think that's gonna be a lot of fun. This is pretty much the same online co-op of Super Mario 64 that I did with Scoutling Sean, and as before, you can trade from one mod to another and use those characters and yada 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 yada. I think it's gonna be a lot of fun, and I'm hoping we can do this for both our channels. So basically, you guys would have to watch both our channels, and like I said, check him out, subscribe to him, so that you guys can see some of the things that Kapanda Man does and some of the things that I do. So that's basically it. Again, I originally wanted to do this co-op with Scoutling Sean, but he actually thought of doing an Ocarina of Time randomizer with his friend Connor Misa. So there you basically go from there. And just a few days ago, I challenged Googly Gamer 1, and we're gonna be doing a versus race of Super Mario Bros. 3 on Super Mario All-Stars. We're going to play through the game 100%, and it's a race to determine whoever defeats Bowser in the final World 8, wins. On another note, on the subject of Super Mario Bros. 3, ShadowBones 14 wants to do a co-op with me of the game, and we would also go for 100% in that case. I'm not sure if I want to do this with him or not. I'll have to let him know, but I would actually like to record the battle mode footage of the game, because I haven't really done the battle mode of Super Mario Bros. 3, so that at the very least that would be a nice thing to do as well. So I'm gonna be taking on that. So yeah, that's basically it. And the last thing I'm going to mention, I'm going to mention a few more things. Also coming up, I've got a separate playthrough of Ocarina of Time. I'm doing this my second playthrough of the Japanese ROM, and it's gonna be with commentary, so look out for that. I also need to do Majora's Mask again, because last time I did that game, I did not have a capture card at the time, and it would be nice to get one. So yeah, I think that's gonna be fun for me to do again. But I have to practice it first, because I might not remember everything from Majora's Mask. Just saying. So that's basically it. And another thing I'm gonna be doing, and I'm sorry that ShadowBones14 is going to hear me say this, but I'm gonna be doing a second playthrough of Mortal Kombat Mythologies Sub-Zero for the PlayStation. Last time I did it without commentary, but this time commentary will be added, and I'm very sure that ShadowBones14 is not looking forward to that Let's Play. But I mean, for the most part, I'm not either, but I'm gonna try to make it all the way to the end and hopefully show the true ending and everything. So that's basically it. Also, I'm gonna be doing, hopefully, I did mention this earlier in the video, I'm gonna be doing The Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening. I'm gonna be doing the Switch version because I never really did the Game Boy original nor its DX remake. So yeah, I'm gonna try the Switch version of that. So that's basically it. This run is going to be blind because, again, I've never played Link's Awakening before, so this is going to be a blind run of that game from The Legend of Zelda. Okay, I did mention also in the video that I'm going to be doing Sonic Mania in the future, and yeah, I got a lot to do in terms of that. And last but not least, the game I'm going to be mentioning that I also would like to record, hopefully in the future, is going to be Super Mario Maker 2 story mode. That's the last thing I'm going to mention that I'm going to be recording. I'm not actually going to record viewer levels nor friend levels yet because I want to record the story mode first. So I think it's only fair and right that I record the story mode first, and then I'll get the chance to record your levels that you guys sent me and this and this and that. Now, some of you guys' levels I've already beaten, but I want to actually record them live and use my capture card for that. So there you guys basically go. So that's gonna be it. I would like to thank all of you guys so much for submitting your questions, and also thank you all for watching this update video. So yeah, alright, I'm gonna sign out now. I'm sorry, there's one more thing I forgot to mention. I forgot to mention also that I'm nearly done. As of this video, I'm nearly done with Pokemon Stadium 2. I only have a few things left to cover, although I may have already uploaded all those videos before uploading this as well. So just keep that in mind as well. So that's basically it. Alright, so that's gonna be it. I'm gonna sign out now. I would like to thank you guys very much for watching this video, and also thank you guys for submitting all your questions. And in the future, I plan to do another Q&A video whenever I decide to make a public service announcement about it. So thank you guys very much, and this is BlueHedgehogMan17, and I'm going to sign out now. See you guys later. Thanks for watching. Bye.